Imagine a currency accepted anywhere in the world and is not regulated by the federal government.
What would it look like? Who would create it? Well, it already exists and has for quite a few years now.
Now it's rising in popularity, but it's also raising questions about its staying power. NewsChannel 9's Natalie Jenereski digs through the rise of the Bitcoin.
Calvin, Kim, good evening. Think about a dollar bill. It's basically just cotton and linen in the shape of a rectangle. It's not backed by gold anymore. It's only backed by faith and trust. Now, it's like a dollar, only a Bitcoin you can't touch, and it's not regulated by anybody.
There's a big movement between, of people, especially young people, that want to feel their money safe.
Matt Brock is one of those young people. He's the founder of NovaWhite, an internet-based retailer that sells teeth whitening supplies and accepts Bitcoins as a form of payment.
So you don't have to worry about the volatility of governments or, any instability that causes fluctuations in currencies.
The dollar, the yen, the euro, they all started somewhere. They have value because society believes they do. Well, society is starting to believe in a new currency, the Bitcoin, developed by an anonymous programmer or programmers in 2009. Back then, it was only worth a few cents, but today, one Bitcoin is worth roughly $800, 590 euros, 82,000 yen. So, how do you get one? Meet Matt Joseph. He's an engineer by day, Bitcoin miner by night.
The more I learned about it, the more interested I became.
To get a Bitcoin, you have to contact someone like Matt. The computer software works hard, figuring out long equations. After a few thousand correct answers, the miner is rewarded with part of a Bitcoin.
Every about 10 minutes, computers on the network verify a block of transactions. And these blocks of transactions are encrypted. So that's why it takes a powerful computer to solve them.
A couple of software programs later, the Bitcoin is officially in Matt's digital wallet. Yes, there's an app for that. When you call Matt to buy a Bitcoin, you'll pay him roughly $800, and he'll transfer the Bitcoin from his personal wallet's address to yours. Matt keeps that money, but says he doesn't make much since he puts it into the upkeep of his computer. So now that you have a Bitcoin, where can you use it? Right now, mostly online, but only at a few places in Chattanooga, like NovaWhite. But what if the Bitcoin fails? That means there's no government bailout or promise that you'll get your money back. These guys, though, don't seem too worried.
And either way, whether it fails or it's, the next, the revolution, I think it's good to be a part of it.
So maybe it's true. A bit of change could do you good. Now, a Bitcoin is divisible down to 8 decimal points, so you can send fractions of a cent or millions of dollars instantly. Now, again, this currency is not tangible. Those shiny coins you've seen are simply a representation, Calvin.
Now, I'll have to admit we were kind of eyeing this with a little,
a
little skepticism
For
here.
sure.
How many Bitcoins are there, and are they unlimited?
Right now, there are 12 million out there that have been mined so far, but the total that can possibly be mined is 21 million. Now, by the way, a hearing on Monday between the founder of Bitcoin Investment Trust and New York's top banking regulator is furthering the idea that Bitcoins will be regulated very, very soon.
They'd almost have to be.
Yes, it's a good topic, so we'll keep an eye on it for sure.
Okay, thanks, Natalie.
Yep, thanks, Natalie. Good stuff there.